Hello and welcome to B.R.A.V.E Talk Show. We are so excited to have you join us. This is our first show, and we have so much in store for you. I am Toni Nicole.
I am Crystal Rogers.
And I'm Dani Nicole.
And we are your beautiful hosts for B.R.A.V.E Talk Show. And this talk show is going to consist of all types of topics, interesting guests, and also live demonstrations, you name it. We have a lot of stuff coming up. So I'm so glad that you're joining us. And I just want to break down what B.R.A.V.E stands for, because a lot of you guys are like, what is B.R.A.V.E? So B.R.A.V.E is positivity. So people that have overcome, people that have they're striving for breakthroughs and everything like that. And actually, B.R.A.V.E can be anything that you want it to be. So
yes,
we come to B.R.A.V.E. B.R.A.V.E is actually brilliant, radiant, anointed, victorious for everyone, even entrepreneurs, you name it. It is for everyone. We also want to let you guys know that we are streaming. This is us streaming right now from home. So this is actually B.R.A.V.E Talk Show from home. Due to the orders of the social distancing, with everything that's going on with COVID-19, we have to follow those guidelines and regulations. So as soon as everything gets a handle on, we will be on set, and you'll see us three beautiful ladies all together, sitting at the table, drinking our coffee. Unity, right? But right now we don't want to get each other sick, even though we don't have nothing, but we still have to keep our distancing. So just continue to bear with us. We're going to bring you a very fascinating show.
So, yes.
Exactly. Yes. Well, so I want to go ahead and jump in. We need to introduce who we are so you get a chance to get a feel for who we are, so you can be comfortably like, okay, so that's what she does. That's what she does. And that's what she does. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So once again, I'm Toni Nicole. I am CEO of T Nicole Enterprises. Also, T&E Networks, which is what we have going on right now, where our show is. Yay! And we have fascinating shows coming up under T&E Networks.
Stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned, right? So I'm what you call a serial entrepreneur. And what that means is I have my hands on everything. So I'm an entrepreneur that I have organizations, I have different brands. One of my biggest organizations right now is Elite Gents. And Elite Gents is actually ran by my president, who is also the producer of the show, which is JT Thompson.
JT, whoop whoop.
And also stay tuned for his show up under the T&E Networks called Elite Life, which is based around Elite Gents. So, fellas, you don't want to miss this, okay? So we have that, Diva Talk 101, Diva Lifestyle. Oh my God, Diva Desserts. I know, right, Diva? And I'm going to break down why I choose Diva so much. Diva stands for Divine, Inspirational, Virtuous, and Anointed. So any woman who is strong has overcome all kinds of battles, abuse, rape, anything you can think of, anything that was negative and dramatic in your life. That's why Diva was created, to let you know that there is life after those situations. You can be a boss. You can be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You can be a wife. You can be a mother. You can be every positive thing that you can think of. That's what you are. So that is why Diva was created. And I also have some other things going on. I also have an accessory line called Royal Divas Accessories. And got a few more things that's cooking under the table that will be released later on this year. So I have to showcase that later. But those are some of the things that I have going on. So, management, I'm fully into the entertainment industry and fashion. So that's me in a nutshell. And there'll be more that I'll talk about later on, which will probably take on the whole duration of the show, but we don't have that kind of time. So with the ladies, okay? So, but that's me in a nutshell. But I'm going to pass the mic over to another beautiful lady, Crystal Rogers. You're up, ma'am.
Hey everyone, I'm Crystal Rogers, and I am blessed to be a co-host with Toni Nicole and Dani Nicole, which is godly. They are godly women, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this show with them.
Oh.
But also, I want to tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm also a mother of 6 children. 2 of my boys, they serve in the Army.
What?
Also, I'm a grandmother of 2. And also, I'm a wife to a godly man, which I'm very blessed. Also, I have wrote a book. I'm an author of a faith-based book called I Survived the Storm. The book is it's about my life and the storms I went through and what God brought me through. I was raised in a very powerful political family in Western North Carolina, which I went through a lot of toxic and alcohol and abuse. And this book will help you see what God can do. All things through God is, anything is possible. If He can bring me through the storms, He can bring you through the storms. And make you just like us 3 ladies. I mean, we have God first, and so He, we all have businesses and stuff. So you're in there. I mean, God's got plans for you too.
Mm-hmm.
But He can break off the chains that will hold you and restore the years that you have lost, which He has did that for me. Because when I was 15 years old, I was in a extra in Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze, and not knowing that last year,
I like that movie.
I got a call from someone to be in a production called Beautiful, which one of the guys from Tyler Perry, Tony Grant, was in there, and that's where I met the beautiful lady Toni Nicole, that is the co-host of B.R.A.V.E. So I met her during that time, and so God just worked it out for us to have a talk show with real people and real issues.
Divine connection.
Yes. So in Isaiah 43:2 says, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you, and He has been with me. So about my book, you can purchase it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And if you do not order online, you can just messenger me, Crystal Rogers, and I can, you can do Cash App or Square or Messenger Pay, and I can send you the book. It's $13. But also, that's not all. I'm just like Toni. I have a lot of things going on, and as my dad would say back in the day, do not put all your eggs in one basket, because something's going to give here, especially when you have the Lord. But also, I have an online boutique. It's called Blue Jasmine Boutiques. You can order from my Facebook page. I don't have a website, but I'm going to get with Toni maybe to help me get a website going. But I've done very good and blessed by having just a Facebook page ordering. I have online live shows that I have, and I ship all over the United States. I have all sizes, and my boutique is budget friendly, because you can look like $1 million under $30. And I like that, because I mean, girls, like to get makeup and get pretty and stuff, and I am girly girl. I mean, I had boys, and then I have a blended family, which I have stepdaughters, but I love my daughters and my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter too. So God's blessed me with the daughters. So my boutique is it's budget friendly, like I said, and it's the latest fashions also, because I keep everybody up to date with the latest fashions. But also another thing that I've got started, me and my husband, we started a couples devotion page. It's called, my husband's nickname is Jot, J-O-T. That's another story in itself. I have to tell you all about how he became the nickname Jot. But
Which
Jot,
he's going to be on the show. He's going to be on the show this season.
Yes, he's going to be on the show.
Can't wait.
Yes. And but he is my Boaz, and I'll tell you about that. But but we started a couples devotion, and because men's attention spans is not as good as a woman's, and so we make it less than 10 minutes that you can watch it. And we've started the 5 love language now. But you can look me up on Facebook called Jot and Crystal's Couples Devotion, but also on the TEN network.
Mhm.
I say that right? I get tongue tied.
TNetworks.com. Yep. Mhm.
Yes, it will be called the Love Languages. So we'll be having couples on our show, and like Toni said, this will be on YouTube, and it'll go all over. We want to go all over everywhere so we can help people. That's our name. Our main projective is to help people, and to the ones that's not saved, get them saved, because we don't want the blood of Jesus on us,
Right.
So, but anyway, before I stop, 4 years ago, my husband now is my third marriage, and I was 48 years old, and I never did think that I would meet a Boaz. I didn't think I was worthy enough. I didn't think that, I just didn't think I deserved someone to treat me good because I had been in so many toxic relationships.
Mm.
But at 48 years old, I prayed in God's will, not Crystal's will, like I was doing, and his timing, and he brought me a man that tells me I'm his queen. I mean, just the little things, ladies. I mean, it's not all about the big things anymore. It's the little things. And so my co-host, Toni and Dani, their Boaz is coming to them. They're going to get their Boaz because they are both beautiful, godly women.
I take that. That to me.
Any man will be lucky to have them. But I love each and every one of y'all, and I love who God has made me to be, because if it was only you, God would have died for you, just like he died for me. But just like I get up every morning and I thank God for another day and for people to see Jesus in me.
Awesome.
So y'all have a blessed day.
Awesome. That was powerful, Crystal. Boy, have mercy. Thank you.
Jesus.
Girls, we can
Jesus.
But you're beautiful too. That's why we love you.
You are. And your story is so encouraging.
Exactly. You and your husband are inspirations to us, honey. So yeah.
Well, that leaves me, y'all. Yeah. It's the other co-host. Okay. We got Toni over here. We got Crystal over here. We got Dani over here. That's what's going on over here. I'm not going to show you my nails because they're a hot mess. Y'all know what's going on out there. Anyways. So my name is Dani Nicole. I am a woman who loves God. I am a mother. We're going to talk about that later. That's another talk show right there, what I was about to say. Anyways, yes, I am a gospel recording artist. I just released a project called Soul the Rise of Dani Nicole. I'm working on my second project this year, actually working on a single release. Shh, you guys won't know about it until later, okay? So, but anyway, I am a preacher. I have a ministry, the Prophet's Corner International Ministries, PCIM. This is a ministry full of setting a standard for people of God to come together and just let God use them in a prophetic way. And that's it. That's all. There's more to it, but I'm just so glad to be here with these fine women. We got Crystal, we got Toni. Oh my gosh, I am just so enthralled just by being here. I feel so great being here with you guys. You guys are just awesome. I met Crystal. She is a sister. She's a true sister. I met her. She's so sweet in person. She looks sweet, but she really is sweet. Like, I look at her and I get a sweet tooth. I look at her and I get a cavity. So it's exactly how that works. Toni, that girl, she know. That's my ace.
Yeah, I'm stuck with her for life. I'm actually stuck with
like you. Crystal, you stuck with me for life too.
Yes, y'all both stuck with me.
I mean, look. But basically, I'm whatever God wants me to be. I want to be found doing everything that God has called me to be. And this show is just something that is going to pull you in and probably hopefully reveal some things that you have probably swept up under the rug, but then actually make you face it. You know what I'm saying? Get to the heart and the meat of the matter. This show is for everyone and from every walk of life. So please Welcome to B.R.A.V.E. Woohoo! Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so
Great people to
glad.
be on this show.
I
Yeah.
know. We got some awesome
This
people
one right here.
coming up for the season. I'm telling you, we got some awesome heavy hitters coming. I
Yes.
mean, we even got like a live concert that we're gonna do on the show, which is gonna be phenomenal. And I feel something. I got a feeling that
What you feeling?
sometime around this season, Dani Nicole probably gonna bless us with a little concert on B.R.A.V.E too.
Look, girl, you know what?
I said this season.
It's gonna happen. This season.
See, so you can't say that she gonna be singing. She'll go and get a mic right now and we'll start.
Look,
Kids.
I got my brush right over here. I got my brush right over here.
Come on, girl.
I got my brush right over here. Okay, testing.
Oh,
1,
no,
2,
we're going
3.
to set up something this season. We're going to do some live. We're going to have some artists come on, showcase their stuff. You know, we're here to bring you an extra breath of air.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
That's what
yeah.
we're here for, to give you that, because we need this during this time when we're quarantined, because we're getting ready to talk about coronavirus. So I hope I know
Y'all better be ready about that.
talking about the news, but guess what? We're going to talk about it too, but we're going to talk about it on a standpoint where it's going to help us mentally understand what's going on, because that's what B.R.A.V.E Talk Show is really about. It's us mentally coming together to talk about things that people don't really want to talk about.
You better preach.
I'm telling you, that's what we hear. We're here to do that. So if any time, I'm going to put the disclaimer out there. Let me get a little closer to the screen. If any time, any time that you feel offended with what we're talking about, you see this door behind me, or whatever door that's in your house.
Go over there,
or
something like that.
Close the window down, or whatever you want.
Behind this curtain. Behind this curtain, the door. In no ways we trying to offend anybody. We're here to level one another, so understand that, please. All right, so let's talk about coronavirus, y'all. I mean, let's get it on the table. Let's just do it. Let's talk about Rona. Let's talk about Rona.
Yeah, let's talk about Rona. So we know that, I can't even keep count on the quarantine, how long this has been going on. I know that if we got into the thick of it really last month in March, when we really had to start shutting things down, become quarantined, all that kind of stuff. Some states have taken it very seriously. Some of them haven't. Some have made calls late on making movements on what we need to do for safety. Some are not budging. So recently in the news, whether it's CNN or whatnot, they have been talking and discussing, the governors have been talking with the leader of our country about when to reopen. Right now, all three of us are in different states. I'm in North Carolina, Crystal's in South Carolina, and Dani Nicole in Georgia.
I'm in Georgia.
So all of our governors have different restrictions going on for the state. Some have curfews, some don't. Some have closed down all essential, half essential businesses. Some have kept all essential businesses open. My governor has not given us a date to reopen our state. He's keeping us shut down. And in a way, I'm glad, because it is too soon. My opinion, it is way too soon to open the state back up and have people go back to their jobs, especially if they're office workers, go back to their jobs. You're putting people more at risk, because when people are going to an office building, they're sitting among everybody. Nobody can be 6 feet from each other.
Yes.
Come on. We haven't even hit peak yet, is what they're talking about. We're still dealing in weather that is still cold, cool days. We don't have no really hot days yet. And they're saying that this virus was supposed to die down and the heat. Well, the heat ain't here yet.
And you don't know anything until 14 days. I mean, you even
Exactly.
have a symptom.
The symptoms.
Yeah, ladies, I got a little bit of a different view about it. Okay. Well, see, I agree with the office workers. I agree with them staying at home if they're able to stay at home and work from home, especially if the company allows that. But let's face it, not everybody can do their work. What they started their business on, they founded the entire idea of a pursuit of happiness on from home. So the country is hurting when it comes down to people who are entrepreneurs, which this one of the topics of this talk show is all about. One of the things that this talk show is all about. But it may be a bad idea, but then at the same time, you got to think about them as well. Their hopes and dreams are going down because of the coronavirus. And yes, we got to work together. Maybe there should have been a better push in the government to protect entrepreneurs who could not work from home. But we got to think about them too.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just like with me, even with Crystal, like with us, being the entrepreneurs that we own our own business, we either travel, or just like, especially with me doing the extensive travel that I used to do, and me working with clients overseas, I can't work with them right now because there's restrictions. I can't get product from overseas right now. There's a barrier. It's a shutdown. It's hard, but at the same time, I can't sit and sulk about it. So now I have to restructure and replan and do the best way that I know how. So, but the thing about it is, I understand where you're coming from, Dani, but at the same time, if they don't get a handle on this and they reopen, like they're saying,
back over again, all over, it's going to be worse.
People are not going to be able to make it, and then there's not going to be any more jobs because people can't even come to work.
That's where the government has to come in. The government has to come in and make it better for entrepreneurs who can't work from home. Yeah. There has to be something better out there happening for everybody, not just for some people who can work from home. Like, for instance, I can't work from home. I'm a healthcare worker, which I forgot to say about myself. I'm a healthcare worker, guys.
Yeah, you're on the front line. I mean, you're on the front line with a lot of people. You're dealing with patients. I mean, no matter the level of where you at in healthcare, it's still a risk. So, you definitely have to be careful.
That's like my boutique. I mean, it's been really, really slow. Like me and Toni, we have our own business and stuff. But thank God for the stimulus check. They should be paying their bills. But, I mean, this weekend, it's like, wow, thank you, Jesus. But, what are you supposed to do?
And see, that's another thing to talk about, too.
You got to get it when you can get it. I mean, but
yeah, there's a lot of people that's still waiting for. You got people that's on Social Security waiting. You got people that don't file their taxes,
exactly,
but they filled out the non-filers form on IRS, and they're still waiting for their information to be processed.
I think by May the 24th. Everybody has to get their check. The ones that's going to get their check. I think they said May the 24th.
Yeah. So
and that's quite a long time for people to wait. And
exactly.
I mean, it's so many Americans. So many Americans.
A lot of Americans. They are definitely. They're waiting. They're hoping. They're doing everything that they can. They're, negotiating with the utilities. Trying to figure out how they can pay their bills later or do some kind of payment date. I did hear that there are some insurance companies, like car insurance companies, are actually giving money back to people.
Yes. Health insurances too.
Yeah, they're actually giving back. Yeah, State Farm did a commercial where they were talking about giving back $200 to some of the people if you have State Farm.
Look, they cost a grip. I had to drop down.
I got my insurance. I got my insurance through Costco's. Costco's wholesale warehouse. So they have a company called Prize. So I was able to get a discounted rate with them, and which is pretty cool. But I mean, you got all these different places. You got Allstate. You got
Yes.
Yeah, mine's Farm Bureau.
Aggressive.
yeah.
Aggressive. They have to actually come together and do the things that they're doing to help with the stimulus. It's not just the government. You know what else I like about the about COVID? I mean, I don't like COVID. Okay, let me rephrase that, because Drone, I hate you right now. Okay, I really do. But what I like, what I love seeing from the American people is how we're coming together. Like,
Yeah.
it's astronomical. It's just beautiful to see
Hmm.
people coming together and working together, even from like the celebrities, coming down all the way down to
Yeah.
people who are out there actually working
Hmm.
on the streets, making sure that the homeless have packets, shampoo, soap, hand sanitizer,
Hmm.
these different things to make sure that they're doing right. So I want to say kudos to the American people.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now, what about
kudos to the
the
American people.
credit cards and stuff? Have you heard anything about them lowering the interest rate, or which they should, because a lot of people's having to use their
Capital
credit
One.
cards during times.
Capital One. If you contact Capital One, they will make adjustments. That's what they
That's
said.
because a lot of people's, having to use their credit cards to pay their bills.
So, as a healthcare worker, it is a mental toll. It's taking a very mental toll on. It's taking a toll on my mental and my physical and my emotional well-being. I'm seeing things that I've never seen. I've been in healthcare for 15 years, and this virus is like I have never seen anything like this in my lifetime. I don't think anyone has ever seen anything like this in their lifetime, but to actually be on the front line and seeing how it's affecting patients who are going through this, wondering if they have it on the fence, just try to see when the results are coming back, because I work in the laboratory. I'm responsible to collect the samples, and I'm also responsible for sending them off, especially when it comes to COVID, because we've done a couple COVID testing in our office. So it's, whew, it is. But what really warms my heart is when I leave work. I mean, when I leave work or when I'm going to work, I see signs on the fences saying, we thank you. We appreciate every first responder, healthcare worker. You're truly essential in our hearts. That really warmed me, because in all my years of being a healthcare professional, um, you know, sometimes we feel unappreciated, but
Mhm.
it's not. When you get to the point where it's not about you and it's about the people that you're serving, and you see people that can actually see that really, like, helps you just keep going, just keep going. I love that. Ting.
And
Okay.
and being able to communicate and and be patient with people and stuff. Just like I was in Lowe's. I mean, I think I told y'all about it. A lady is working there, cashier, and she screams at me. I mean, like I was like belittling me. Like, I mean, I am human here. Like I was not breathing down her back or nothing. She says, "Don't you know about the law? 6 feet back." Like I was going to go to jail or something. I understand that 6 feet. I mean, and be cautious, but people are just getting irate and being crazy. I mean, but some people I think do it for attention, because they're not getting no attention. They're doing it for attention because this is their time to get, show their self or whatever. But people need to be cordial and be nice, and because have faith over fear, people. Because this shall pass and we will get over this. But just learn to, talk to people with respect, and, don't treat someone like a dog, because you have a little power, because that's not being godly.
Well, I mean, and you're right, because you got a lot of people that they're naive to really taking the time out to find out about how to handle
Yeah.
COVID.
Right.
especially in a time like this. You got some people that they buckle under chaos. They don't understand how to be cautious and careful, but you don't have to be nasty and
Right.
disrespectful to other people. This is a time when we need to pull together. You can just say, hey, I don't mean no harm, but can you just step back?
Yeah, be nice about it instead of
No,
being
because I want us to practice social distancing. I don't want you to get sick.
There's a right and wrong way to say anything to anyone.
that's
Exactly.
I mean,
So,
that's your tone of voice. I mean, it's like when you, it's like on our thing that me and my husband has talking about communication and stuff. I mean, you can tell someone to do something, just your tone can change the whole thing about something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's when, and I talk about this often. I talked about this in a live on Facebook before. The difference between talking to someone and talking at someone.
Yes, yes.
There's so much miscommunication, and also it's a misfire. So when you're talking at someone, they immediately gets defensive. You can't get nothing out after that. It's like a wall is up because the tone definitely destroys the conversation.
Yes.
Now, when it comes down to talking to someone with a nice tone and understanding, you get further into the conversation. You get further into what a person's thinking. So we need to take that into consideration even during this time, because we are definitely facing a time where, okay, people are so used to leaving, going to coffee shops or going somewhere so they can have an outlet to get away.
Yes, an outlet.
Now they have to be at home. So what do they have to do now to be at home, a place that they ran away from? Now they got to be at. So, you know, it's like, it's so many different things. But before we go, I want to say a couple of things, some words of encouragement. And then, Crystal, we're going to, when we leave out, of course, if you got that positivity word for the day, let you leave it. Actually, you too, Dani, you leave a word as well.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Yes, you too. But anyway, basically, I want you guys to just stay encouraged. Just continue to hold on. This too shall pass. We will get through this. And I know the governors are making decisions that might not go along with what you're thinking, but you have rights as an individual. You know what goes on in your home. You know what you can take and what you can't take. And you have to trust in God. If you are a spiritual person, you have a language with God, lift it up every day. I mean, your walk of faith has to be stronger now than ever, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, but we know that God's waiting for us in tomorrow. So we have to go in there and wait and sit and talk with him every day. So
every day,
whatever your walk is in life, spiritual walk, go to your higher power. Talk to God. Pray. Seek him.
Yes.
Everything. Check on people. Check on one another. You never know who is really dealing with this. I've heard so many cases of where people cannot take, even be in quarantine, they took their own life. And it's so and it's not even, there's not their time to go when there's so much more. Like, this is not the end. Understand me, this is not the end. This is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. We will not be defeated.
Because the devil is out to kill, steal, and destroy.
That is right. That is right. So, Crystal, go ahead and give us a positive word, and then you give us one after Crystal.
Okay. Create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. So be positive, be uplifting, and let your glow shine on someone else.
Awesome.
Well, mine, since I'm a healthcare worker, I want to just take this minute and actually just reach out to every healthcare professional. Know that your labor of love is not in vain, and that every ounce or every bit of energy you have put out there, God is going to replenish. And also know that this too, like as Toni said, this too shall pass. It will. I know it looks like we are in our darkest hour, but I'm trying to tell you, please just hold on. Just hold on. Hold on. When you feel like you're ready to give up, just ask God to give you more strength. Ask him to give you more strength.
Hallelujah.
Because
Yes,
our job is really hard. It really
it
is.
is.
We have to pull strength from where no strength is. But that's when God replenishes us with his strength. So y'all doing a good job. Healthcare workers, y'all rock. Let's unite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. You rock, Danny. We love
You
you.
rock.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are so happy that you're on the
Yes.
front line helping people because you have such a big heart and we know that you do that. And
We appreciate
our
you.
prayers are with you daily. So understand that your sisters pray for you daily.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But guys, thank you so much for joining us and being with us on break. We so enjoyed you. This is our first show, and we wait for you guys to see all the other shows that's coming up. You're gonna have such a good time. So I just want to leave some information with you guys, and also on the credits we'll have our contact information as well. So please make sure you check out our website. It's www.tnenetworks.com. You can also follow us on Facebook under TNE Networks, and B.R.A.V.E Talk Show is on Facebook as well as IG. And you can also check us out on YouTube. So it's under YouTube as well as TNE Networks. And that's where you will see the premiere of this show. So make sure, and you can see the show over and over and over. So
Many times y'all won't.
Over and
Many times you
over.
won't. As many times as you won't. As many times you won't.
you're watching this now, but that's where all of our shows are going to be. So
Yes.
we just thank you so much for just being with us. And remember, God is always listening. We have your backs. We hold you in our hearts. And until next time, we will see you soon. Bye bye.
Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, guys. Come here. Bring it in.
Lord have
Bring
mercy.
it in.
Toni.